the day. Honestly, to the people that didn't want me to record this video, like, suck your mum.
Got the chick I call it Lola. She feel like the ocean, like to drink and smoke some Doja, and I feel like smoke.
Hello guys, if you don't know who I am, my name is Charmaine. Welcome to this video that I'm beyond excited to film. You probably can't tell through my facial expressions, but I am. Today I'm going to be doing a series review of Dahmer Monster, the Jeffrey Dahmer story. Yeah, so I finished it last night. I had watched it over the span of about 3 days, and good lord, do I have opinions. I'm bursting with opinions right now. I don't really know how long this video is going to be, so just prepare yourself, sit back, relax, and if you haven't watched it, there will be spoilers. I'm telling you this right now, do not come at me, there will be spoilers, okay? Cool, right. So the first thing I wanted to talk about was Evan Peters. I've known of Evan Peters since season 1 of American Horror Story, and good lord, he is an actor and a half. But portraying the role of Jeffrey Dahmer in the way he did, I have developed the utmost respect for him. Because not only did he portray it in a creative way, he portrayed it in an accurate way. I personally have watched interviews of the real Jeff Dahmer, and I can see similarities in the mannerisms and the way he acts between him and Evan. And the reason I have so much respect for that is it's not just copying someone, it's embodying them. And embodying someone who did such awful things, that's not easy. That's not easy. It's hard. It's really, really hard. So I just have so much respect for Evan Peters, and on top of that, I do not think that he should be targeted at all for the hate that the show is kind of getting, like the criticism. It is not his fault. He is the actor. He's not the producer or the director. He's none of that. He's just an employee who did an amazing job. So I don't think that he should be attacked at all. You know, it's like if it's Apple, right? If there's something wrong with the phone, you're going to blame the designers, not the manufacturers. Kind of. I feel like that was a really bad analogy. So anyways, I don't really have much criticism on Evan Peters himself and the character that he obviously betrayed. English. I think that he did an amazing job. I think he did an amazing job, and I don't think anyone has a right to critique him. The second point that I would like to discuss is the simultaneous accuracy and creative inaccuracy. I think for this show that it was really important that the story be told truthfully. The story be told as it is, no BS, no glorification of the events that happened, because it is not. It's gruesome, it's disgusting, and it should have been portrayed as such, of which it was. And what I appreciate from this series is how they were able to drill these facts into your head. They were able to communicate such gruesome events with accuracy, but then there were obviously certain specific parts in the show that were taken and they were switched up a bit for creative purpose. I think that was very important. What people have to remember is that this isn't a documentary, a TV show. It was made for entertainment purposes. So of course there are going to be some inaccuracies that the directors, the producers, the creators felt, look, I think that we should change this and this and this. For example, his neighbour did not actually live next to him. She lived across the street. But by allowing her within the series to live right next to him, it provided, one, a closer insight into what his neighbours would have felt and experienced. It gave them the ability to display to us what his real neighbours were actually thinking, as what they as well as combining in that important character. By doing so, like they've just combined two characters. I was watching something on it, and they basically said that they'd combined the two characters who existed in real life to create a more fuller entertainment experience, kind of. Yeah. And I think that was really important because, you know, like I said, it's not a documentary. It's not supposed to be 100% accurate. It's just supposed to emphasize the events that happened. Now, I will say, there was an episode of this show that touched me a lot more than the others did. And that was the episode in which focuses on Tony Hughes, one of Dahmer's victims. I loved what they did in this episode. They dove so deep into the life of Hughes and what Tony's life was really like. They highlighted his dreams and aspirations, and we sit back and we realize that, guys, these are real people. They were just like us, with dreams and goals. They felt love, they had love. Yeah, it was crazy. It was really crazy. I loved that episode and I hated it. I loved it and hated it at the same time. That episode actually makes me speechless. And you know, the worst part is, I know that it wasn't 100% accurate, the episode, but the worst part is Hughes within the series truly felt like he had found someone in Dahmer. And I think that's one of the scariest bits, that even human beings today, we don't know who we're getting ourselves involved with, really. There's only so much that we as human beings can do to prevent ourselves from being in such situations. And I think that's the scariest part. The idea that Hughes really felt like he had found someone in Dahmer, and instead he ended up being brutally murdered and eaten. It is actually insane. A lot of the victims' families have come out to say that this show is insensitive and pointless. But you know, I disagree. I think it brought to light the fact that this is not just Jeffrey Dahmer, the serial killer. It was Jeffrey Dahmer. He murdered 17 innocent people. It brought to light the victims' families and what they went through, which truthfully has never really been portrayed before. I've watched My Friend Dahmer. I watched that. Didn't tell us anything about the victims. All it did was focus on him and his early life. It almost tried to make us understand why he did what he did, or how he got to the point of doing what he was doing, but this show did not do that. It showed Dahmer in a light that was, you killed 17 innocent men. And I think that's really important for people to see. It stops this idolization of him. And I understand that the capitalization of their pain and their hurt is disgusting. It is disgusting. I read that the families did not know of this series until it came out. They discovered the series at the same point that you and I did. That was horrific and wrong and 100% immoral. Capitalizing off of someone else's pain and not giving them anything, not even giving them a heads up. That is immoral and disgusting. But the entire show in itself, I think it did a lot more good than it did bad. Because, to be quite honest, I'm angry. Dahmer is dead. But to be quite honest, he would need to die 100 times before he makes up for the loss and the hurt and the disgusting things that he did. He would need to die 100 times. I'm sure you get what I'm saying. I'm sure you understand what I'm saying. Because I'm angry. Why on earth was that memorial never built? This is not about Jeff Dahmer. This is about the men he killed. This is about the lives he impacted. And I'm saying this from a point of view, I have nothing to do with Dahmer. I don't have anything to do with killers, because, oh guys, fun fact, my great uncle by marriage was a serial killer, and he was convicted of being Jack the Ripper. Yeah. Fun facts. I shouldn't be laughing because this is a serious thing, guys, and I think that if the world really understands what this show is about, maybe we can finally give the victims the justice, the love, the recognition that they deserve. Because it was not their fault, it was his. There is nothing in the world that could bring them back, but their memory can stay alive. Their memory can stay alive. And with time, Dahmer will die 100 lives. This is a stupid beanie. Anyways, I think that this show was absolutely fantastic. There is no doubt about it. If you do watch it, please, good lord, be prepared for some gruesome images and things to happen. It is not for the faint of heart. Just stay safe. You know, it's scary seeing things like this. Good lord, stay safe. The system failed those men because of racism and homophobia, and there is no doubt about that. The system failed those men because of racism and homophobia. And that may be controversial, you may disagree, but just ask yourself, would it have happened? Would it have continued to happen in a society like today, when we are a lot more accepted than back then? Remember, at this time, this was the time of the AIDS crisis, when AIDS was God's punishment to the gays. Everyone had an opinion. Everyone. Overall, I think this series was a solid 9 out of 10. There are some things that I didn't like about it, specifically capitalization of people's hurt, reopening of very deep wounds. It's all in public record, but it's still not right. No. But I would give it a 9 out of 10. If you haven't watched it and I just spoiled the entire thing for you, I apologize, but I did tell you at the beginning. Please don't forget to subscribe. I'm really trying to hit 300 subscribers. I'm really trying to hit 300 subscribers by the end of this year. That would mean, like, it would mean so much. Right now we're on like 155. We're about halfway, and I think that we can do it. Please share the video with all your friends, your family, your bears, dogs, cousins, mothers, boyfriends. Yeah, you know. And leave a like and comment down below on what your opinion was on the Dahmer series, because I know for 100% that I am not the only one with an opinion here. So you should do that. Thank you guys so much for being here once again. I'm really trying to be more consistent in my uploads. I hope you guys are enjoying them. Feel free to leave suggestions. Anyways, until next time, I'm Charmaine. Thanks. That sounded like a game show.